Greetings everyone, Rogue here, and I just wanted to go over day 7. It's been 1 week since I started the carnivore diet and still feel the same, no new changes. I actually did look in the mirror, I even took a picture just to do it side by side. There's no change in that I can see. I'll put that up here in a bit at the end of the video. There's really been nothing that I can say that I gained from this one way or the other. I don't feel fatigued. I don't feel bad at all. You know, I actually feel really good. My energy and my disposition and the way I feel on the inside is through the roof. I feel good. I feel great. And I was feeling that way even really before I started doing the carnivore diet. I keep saying coronavirus. I interchange those words so much. But day 7, I finished out my week with 4 fish fillets, rice, a chicken salad wrapped in lettuce, just a little, chicken salad spread, and wrapped that in lettuce, and barbecue pork ribs, and I had a glass of tea with it. For supper, I had chicken, rice, ground beef, another chicken lettuce spread on lettuce. I wrapped those. So I take a big piece of lettuce and I put the chicken salad inside of it, and I wrap it up and I eat it like that. It's really good, very low calorie, and getting that good meat that I want. And you can just put tuna in there if you want to also, tuna salad. Just use the diet or low fat mayo when you make it. That's what we get out here. So I did have tea with both meals. Now, something I wanted to push to, or I wanted to get out, was at the end of the day, I also had a protein shake after lunch. So I added 200 calories into my meal. Remember, I was losing weight and I was trying to keep my weight to go at least up 1 pound per day, or stay at least, the same without losing. And I think the protein shake helped. I weighed 176.2 when I came in this morning. So that actually, I did that after I ate. So 176.2 is still actually pretty good because I only eat that oatmeal. And I had that with not just ate the oatmeal. So I ate oatmeal, had a coffee, and then I weighed myself because I had forgot, and I was 176.2. So actually, I was probably about 176. That's still a pound because I was 175 the day before, 174 the day before that. So the weight's coming back, and it's coming back in a good way. Of course, when I do go out and I run and I come back in here, I weigh myself again, I've dropped a lot of water weight, and there's a big difference. As a matter of fact, today, after everything, I still was weighing in at like 170 after my workout. I did a run again. I did a lot of calisthenics this morning. Not so much weights. I just went in there and did 4 different exercises. I did 100 reps of arms. So I did bicep, tricep. And then I left and I went out for a nice walk. And I spent about almost an hour walking. So I would say the calorie burn, we know from the previous videos that the walk alone probably burned about 300 calories, because I did an hour walk and I burned right at 400. This was just under an hour, so let's just call it 300 plus a run. That was probably it was a 10-minute run, so it was a very quick run. I'm only doing a mile now. I don't want to do too much. That was probably 200 calories right there, 250 maybe tops. So let's just go ahead and call it 250, just to make sure that I'm keeping my calories up. So I'm burning 250 plus 300 is 500 just between my walk and my runs, plus some of the workouts. I'll probably burn another 100 calories there to 150. So I'm at 550, 650, 700. And I normally burn 800 plus on a good long workout, plus a good long run, plus followed up with another good long run. It's a little bit too much. So 700 calories. My intake this morning still was 130. But I did have a protein shake yesterday amidst all that. So actually, that was my workout today. Yesterday was pretty much everything with the weights. It was a good weight workout, and it was a good run before the weights. It was a good run after the weights, and there was no calisthenics in there. So I actually probably did quite a few of my calories that were burned yesterday was burned during my run, not so much in my weights. And I was doing heavier weights, and I went a lot longer, did a lot more sets. I got a very good session in yesterday in the weight room. With the extra calories that I took in on that protein shake, I think I was kind of staying right there, but I did gain a pound, or at least I was a pound up coming in this morning. So we'll see how it looks tomorrow. Like I said, I did a bit more on the running, walking, and calisthenics, and a little bit less in the weight room. So I'm hoping I didn't burn too many calories. Again, just to reiterate how effective this diet is, and the reason why I watch so closely the number of calories that I'm taking in, the number of calories that I'm putting out, that I burn calories in versus calories out, is because I will lose weight on this program. If I create a calorie deficit in the morning, I stay low fat in my body, in my physique. Calorie deficit in the morning with some exercise, 6 hours in between those last two meals. So 6 hours lunch, 6 hours dinner. And I try to eat a little bit more so I can, get a lot of those calories back that I continue to burn even after I'm completing my workout. And the problem is that with this diet and the way I'm on it, it just turns on. It turns on and it burns fat. So I'm struggling to keep up with it, mainly because I just can't find all the food I want to eat. And I don't want to push the boundaries. I don't want to just go out and say, let me get like 4 protein shakes a day and beat up the carbs and all the protein and the meats that I can get in the deep fat, because then I'd be stacking on way too much calories, and then I wouldn't be able to keep up with my workout. So I'm still really trying to find like, how far can I go with the food, how many calories can I take in and eat, because I'm not counting exact calories in the galley here. I'm just getting portions and I'm eating those. And I know that if I go to smaller portions and I do my diet, I'm still getting full, I feel fine, but I will lose weight. And if I increase those portions and throw in a protein shake, I can add some weight or at least stay the same. So now I'm really starting to get real close to, how much can I eat if I want to gain that pound, or how much can I eat to just maintain, because now I'm at, like, say, once I reach 180, I kind of want to stay there. Let me continue to work out and burn this little layer of fat that I got right here, and get rid of the last of that fat, while I maintain a workout and still trying to bulk up a little bit, muscle wise. We'll see how that goes, and it all evolves around calories. So on my next video, what I really do want to talk about is triglycerides. So I'm going to have to do a little bit more research and tying what is the research behind triglycerides and weight gain, because we know triglycerides turn into fat cells, and that's where it stores. That's where triglycerides are stored. It's carried through the blood for a week, and then it's stored in fat tissue, in adipose tissues. We learned that from all of our previous research. So now we just want to tie all that together and find out, like, what is the study for triglycerides and weight gain? High triglycerides, high weight gain. If you start controlling the triglycerides, basically just control those sugars and those carbs, and you'll bring those triglycerides down, and then will that weight start coming off. But you got to couple it with the right diet, and you got to couple it with some exercise. And that's what I'm preaching. And I'm not preaching go out and do a 2-hour kill yourself workout every day, just a walk, ride a bicycle. If I had a bike and I was a bike rider and that was my thing, because running is my thing, that's what I do, that's what I enjoy. And you should do what it is that you enjoy. And if walking is enjoyable, walking alone is enjoyable, just to be alone with your thoughts and just walking, enjoying nature, that is a motivator to go out and do that workout every day. So walk if you're walking, ride a bike if you're riding a bike. Try to get in an hour. And if you want to do some stretching, which I highly suggest, that's really good. I love being in there in the gym and on the mat when I finish my ab workout. At the end of it, there's some stretches that it wants you to do to stretch out your back and your abs, because you've just been doing these all these crunches. And I spend several minutes down on the floor. I'm thinking about just getting an app that just covers stretches. And I see a lot of the guys coming in, and the girls too, they come in and they they get the balls out, or they get those rollers that they lay on, and they put their legs on and they roll back and forth, and it really massages those legs, and they stretch real good. And they'll spend 30 minutes to an hour doing a stretch. And that's actually and the stretching that I do right now, that isn't much, I get a lot out of it, and it is very relaxing. I feel better. And I have my headphones and I got my phone with me, so I'll just throw on a podcast or put on some music and just start doing my stretches. You know, the phone will beep, the app, it'll beep and let you know you're done with this stretch, go to the next stretch. And then it'll beep again, done with that one, go to the next one. It does the same thing with the abs. I've posted those before, so check those out. You know, there's 2 different ab workouts that apps that I suggested, and I really do like them. So anyway, here's the pictures for this past week. So day 1 will be the first picture. Actually, I'm gonna do it side by side, and I'll have it written on there. Day 1, day 7, and you can see that there's no difference. There's no difference in my physique. There's no difference in the way I feel. I still feel good. And the only problem that I ran into with this diet was that, you know, I was losing weight because I took too much off the plate. You know, I knew I was going to be pulling those vegetables and all those extra carbs and everything off the plate, and I really wasn't replacing those calories at that point. So I was low on calories, 0 carbs, and I was, you know, it really fatigued me. It exhausted me. So then when I started adding some of those carbs back in the form of rice, and really it's only been rice. There's been a couple of times I think I had potatoes, but really just a small portion of rice, meat, little rice, meat, little rice. You know, that's all I'm doing each meal. So I call it, and this is the way a lot of people refer to it, is a carnivore-ish diet. You know, even like the tuna salads and the chicken salads that I eat, there's little pieces of pickle in there, there's little pieces of onions. You know, there's some fat-free mayo in there. You know, hey, that's good. You know, there's a little bit, not much. You know, but it's a carnivore-ish. I get mostly meat. I would say, if you really look at freedom flyers. So if you really look at my tray and my plate, it's only a small portion would be considered, like it would be less than 20% is the actual carbs and the rice. The rest of it's all meat. So it's 80 to 90% meat and 20 to 10% carbs. So anyway, here's the pictures. And I hope that everybody is, if you're doing this workout, if you're doing this diet, that you are starting to see some benefits from it. And good luck with your workouts. Stay healthy, stay fit, and stay positive.